Ashley, it's a long way from Milwaukee. How did you come to William Jewell College?
Well, my AU coach, my old AU coach, her daughter plays on Lewis, so she introduced us to me and Katie to this conference, and just said it's a really good conference, and I think you could play in it. So sent my film tape out to people, and that's how, I guess.
But when was it a kind of sight unseen deal? Did you have any idea what William Jewell was?
Not before I came here, no. I had never heard of it before.
That's a little frightening, isn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of scary going so far away from home.
You did come to visit, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was that like? What'd you do and what'd you see?
Well, I stayed with Kelsey and Haley, and it was really fun, and and I also went to dinner with Ariel and Coach Brown, and I really liked everybody that I met, and the school was just really good, and I don't know, I just liked it. It just felt right.
Has there been a big adjustment period being far away from home?
I mean, it helps that our team's so awesome and everybody here is great, so it's been good.
One of the things I think is that when you come to a situation like college, if you've got a group to belong to right away, that's going to make it easier. And
Yeah.
I hear that a lot about this particular team. Was that your experience, that you just kind of were in a group?
Yeah, I mean, everyone was so welcoming, even the older girls, and it was just really easy to feel at home.
College is all about learning. What have you learned in the first 3/4 of a year of your first college year?
A lot.
Well, give me an example. I'm not talking about schoolwork necessarily, but what's been a lesson you've learned?
I don't know, just to always stay positive about everything, no matter what happens, with school and basketball and everything. And just, the people around you is what makes a difference, I feel like.
Ashley Pitrof is our guest here at halftime, and coming to a situation a long way away from home, keeping a positive attitude, that's got to be, I think, really tough. I remember when I was your age and in college, and some days are good and some days are bad, but you have a lot going on in your life as a Jewell student, I know that.
Yeah.
What's a day like for you?
Well, I go to class in, the morning until practice, and then go to practice, then go to dinner, and then homework and everything like that.
Did you know it was going to be such a big commitment?
I mean, I've been told, it's going to be hard, balancing school and basketball, and I didn't realize how hard it was going to be, but it got easier, to manage my time and everything.
You know, time management is the thing most first-year students say.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your family, if you would.
I have my mom, my dad, and then my sister Danielle and my brother Michael. And my sister is a sophomore in college, and she goes to UW lacrosse.
Okay.
And then my brother is a sophomore in high school, and he goes to Pius in Milwaukee.
What do your mom and dad do for a living?
My mom's a teacher, a 5th grade teacher, and my dad works at Beer Capital.
Okay. And what are you going to do for a living once you get out of college?
Well, I want to be a nurse, but I don't know what type yet, what kind of nurse. So.
Are you in the nursing program at
Yeah.
Jewell?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty challenging, maybe not the first year so much, but boy, later on. And then what have you heard about the nursing program?
Well, I've heard it's just a really good program, and that, it's hard, but it's worth it.
You a good student? Do you like school?
Yeah, I like school. It's hard sometimes, but it's good.
What's your favorite subject?
Well, I like science, any science classes. Math's not too bad, but anything, I don't know.
Back to basketball, Ashley, for a second. What's your best skill as a basketball player?
I'd say shooting, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it something that you've gotten better at this year, or have you worked on other parts of your game?
Yeah, I feel like I have. I feel like I've, playing, just in practice, get better every day, with just being confident in my shot and everything.
Sure. Ashley Pitrof again is our guest. It's the HyVee Halftime Report brought to you by HyVee and Liberty. You come to this conference, as you said, and were introduced to it. Did you know about the long bus trips? And this one's not so bad, S&T and Drury not so bad, but what about the longer ones? Do you have any idea?
I didn't realize how far I was going to be, but coming all the way from Wisconsin here was a pretty far drive, so.
Culture change, weather change? What's the
weather.
biggest change?
The weather for sure.
And in what way?
Well, the weather here changes so much, and back home it's pretty cold a lot during the winter, and here it could be 60 one day and the next day it's 30.
Isn't that the truth? What about the ice and the snow we got here? Is that kind of like what you have in Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. We get a little more snow back home.
Do you? How much snow would you get in a year?
I have no idea, a lot.
Ashley, thank you so much, and it's good to have you at William Jewell College, and wish you the best.
Thank you.
Ashley Pitrof has been our guest, and we'll be back with more in just a moment.